Yo, what up? It's Lev, and these are just some reasons why I like shuffling. I mean, I'm doing this at like 1 a.m., and these are some thoughts that I have. So, I like shuffling just because there's so many different styles to do. Like you can see all these shuffles on the internet, and they all have different styles. Like they're all unique. Like it's not just one style they're aiming for. There's a ton of different styles. Like TMS Daniels is like entirely different from Mikki, entirely different from Rocky, Sako, etc. I just find that that's so cool. And also the scene. I definitely feel that the scene is like really connected. At least for like Melbourne shuffler, like Melbourne shufflers, all stylers, rockers. It's like you think it's bigger than it is, but it's actually pretty small right now. I mean, no offense, but I mean, the scene is dead. But you know, there's always room for growth. And speaking about kind of like that uncommon aspect, is definitely kind of like the edge factor to it. I know there's like a joke with the Melbourne shuffler community is that like the cutting shape is all like the preppy kids, and the Melbourne shufflers are all like just the edgy kids. Which, I mean, I'm all for it. Like that's just such a good analogy. It's funny just because it's people that you would not really expect to be like dancers or any any type of like community oriented towards like dance. Like you often just see all these people and just like the quiet kid in class just like kill it with a Melbourne shuffle. That's kind of my ordeal or my preference thought process. And so definitely I do like how with shuffling you have that thought process. It's like I'm gonna do this, 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 and this, or it's just all based on instinct. Like sometimes I'm just rocking and I just get into that kind of instinct, that kind of trance style where you just don't think about anything and the music you kind of just focus on that music. And that's kind of how I want my shuffling to be. I don't want my shuffling to really be too thought out. I just want my shuffling to be focused on music. I just focus on the music and feeling the music. You know, just kind of have my feet do the work without me thinking about what my feet are doing. And my arms too, with arm movements. That's definitely a big part of shuffling. Especially like you see like the 2013 style onwards with shufflers with fat pants and just yeeting their arms. I'm talking about almost dislocating them out of the socket, just going crazy hard. However, there's also like just like more technical styles. Say with rocking, you have common kind of, you can have like Muzz inspired arm movements, or you can just have unique, just kind of chill arm movements, you know, with the flow, the Mikki wave, etc. It's pretty interesting to see just different styles of rocking and shuffling, and then for the next part, I'd say how technical it can be, especially with rocking. It gets so technical with all like the T-stepping and going and all the kicks. That's definitely been a big part of my shuffling right now. It's just learning how to adapt a rocking style so that way I can just get a better all-around style. Because when I started out shuffling, I was definitely focused on that Radisol type shuffle, but really it's just being your own animal. I'd say just be your own person. Like, don't try to copy other people. And definitely, I remember just wanting to learn how to float, like Jboi. Like I saw Jboi and my mind was blown. Like I just really wanted to learn that. But what I really was missing with that and just learning the basic running man was my T-step. Like I really did not have that foundation down. So a lot of my earlier videos, I was just doing the running man, and also I had kind of heel flicking issues because I'd always associate the running man with moving and not being stationary and stomping and dragging your foot from one end, pausing, and then following through and lifting up and not acting like you're running. It's just a stationary kind of almost a run walk mix. It's that's how I describe it. Okay, the music. The music is just anything. Like, I've even shuffled a Fall Out Boy for fun. Really, just anything with that constant, just bass or that constant beat you can shuffle to. Like, sometimes I'll just shuffle to some of my favorite songs, and they're not even trance or hardstyle, but trance or hardstyle, that is A1. Like, I'll listen to trance or any other electronic music genre that has that just constant beat. Like, whenever I listen to hardstyle, I'm just envisioning myself shuffling. I'm not really thinking about the music, just me just shuffling to it. Kind of just like a visionary. And also, what I like about, another thing that I like is definitely the culture behind it. Like I said, it's just seeing, it's pretty small. I mean, it's growing, I'd say, but it's just growing in different styles. So like, you have the off stylers, and then you have the more common stylers. Like, the rocking scene is kind of staying steady right now with a couple people, but definitely I can see it becoming like surging again. Maybe not like 2007 level surge, but definitely it kind of being more of a constant and not just being a blow up trend. And definitely the community is a big part about why I kind of stuck to it. You can contact anybody and just ask for help, and they'll give it to you. It's not like there's not that elitist kind of gatekeeping vibe that you get from shuffling or the shuffle community, or at least the Melbourne shuffle, where I'm like my community. Like, you can DM like some of your idols and just be like, hey, I'm working on this, can I get some tips? And they'll gladly help you. Like, it's not a big deal or anything. Like, I've talked to like Mac G, Francis, hell, even like Mac G, Francis, just a ton of different people. And those are some thoughts that I have. Sorry for like the stuttering and stuff. Like, this video was unscripted, but I just felt like I wanted to share something. Alright, see ya.